Hey guys, in this guide, I'll be walking you through what to look for in the best eSim app, especially if you're traveling and want a reliable, affordable way to stay connected across different countries without dealing with SIM cards or expensive roaming fees. eSIMs have made global travel way easier, but not every app offers the same level of coverage, pricing, or performance. And depending on your destination and how much data you'll need, some options are definitely better than others. And so I'll walk you through Saily eSIM, which is what I personally have used in multiple countries over the past couple of years, and I'll share with you why it stands out, what features it offers, how much it costs, how it works, and everything that you need to know. Alright, if you haven't come across Saily yet, it's a travel-focused eSIM app created by Nord Security, the same team behind NordVPN. And just like their VPN, this is built with privacy and security in mind, but tailored for mobile data when you're abroad. The idea is pretty simple. There is no dealing with SIM cards at the airport, no roaming surprises. You just install the app, choose your destination, pick a plan, and you're set. Saily works in over 200 countries. And you also get a few extras built in like web protection and ad blocking and safety features for public Wi-Fi, which are especially useful when you're relying on unfamiliar networks while traveling. Now, getting started with Saily is pretty quick. You just grab the app from the App Store or Google Play, select the country you're visiting, and pick a plan based on how much data you think you'll need. The setup only takes a few steps, and once that's done, your eSIM activates automatically once you arrive. From there, you're connected to high-speed local networks right away. And if your phone supports 5G, Saily will tap into that too. So whether you're using your phone for directions, translating apps, or uploading photos, everything runs smoothly. Now, in terms of the cost, Saily keeps things pretty flexible. You're choosing based on how much data you'll need and where you're headed to, whether that's a short trip in one place or something longer across multiple countries. Pricing depends on the destination, but in a lot of popular places, it starts pretty low. Places like Japan, India, and Australia come in at just under $4. Other areas like parts of the Caribbean or the Middle East are a bit more, but still far less than what you'd normally pay with roaming. And you don't have to deal with finding a SIM card once you land. They also offer regional plans that cover entire areas like Europe or Asia, as well as other places, so you're not switching plans every time that you cross a border. It's just one plan that works across multiple countries, which makes things much easier if you're moving around. There's also Saily Ultra, which is a monthly subscription that gives you 30 gigabytes of high-speed global data and regular unlimited data after that, plus extras like NordVPN access, airport lounge perks, and priority support. It's more of an all-in-one package for frequent flyers or digital nomads. All plans are prepaid with no contracts, and you get 3% in Saily credits with every purchase. And you have a 30-day activation window, so you can buy it ahead of time and activate when you're ready to travel. Oh, and the app also gives you a heads up when you've used about 80% of your data. It just makes it easier to stay ahead of things without checking manually. And hey, if you're thinking about giving Saily a try, I've got an exclusive discount for you. Just use my code GVUTech at checkout when downloading the Saily app or visiting their website. Okay, so another area where Saily stands out a bit is what it offers in terms of privacy and security. Since it's built by the same team behind NordVPN, you get a few extra protections that most eSIM services don't include. There's built-in ad blocking, so you're not constantly getting pop-ups or being tracked across websites. Pages tend to load faster and cleaner, and you use less data as a result. There's also web protection, which blocks known malicious websites before they even load, which is especially helpful if you're on hotel Wi-Fi or other networks where you're logging into accounts or booking transportation. And finally, there's a virtual location feature, which works a bit like a lightweight VPN to help mask your real IP address. It adds a little extra privacy and can also be useful if you're trying to access content that's restricted based on your location. All these features run quietly in the background, and you don't need to install anything extra or constantly tweak settings. It just works, which makes traveling with it feel a lot more comfortable. Now, I've used Saily across multiple destinations, and it stayed consistently reliable every time I've used it. But during one of my most recent 3-week trips to Thailand, I relied on Saily eSIM to keep us connected, and so setting it up was very simple. I already had the app downloaded from previous trips, and before I left for the airport back at home, I chose a data plan and activated the eSIM all within a few minutes. So as we arrived, it connected automatically to the local network. Now, as we explored all over Thailand, I have to say the performance of Saily's eSIM stood out. The connection was perfect, supporting everything from streaming videos and navigating via Google Maps to uploading a ton of photos to my family and friends through WhatsApp and sharing in social media. The consistently fast and reliable internet service helped me a lot, especially in places where secure public Wi-Fi was hard to find or while we were on hikes to gorgeous viewpoints. Not only that, but there were times when I would go out for a little while on my own and it was good to know that I would always be able to reach my husband and check in with our baby. Also, the data plan I picked gave me a lot of data for a price that was way less than roaming fees, and there were no hidden costs to worry about. So knowing the exact cost ahead of time gave us peace of mind and helped us better manage our travel budget. On top of that, I had a chance to test out Saily's customer support when I had a question in a past trip, and I have to say the support team was responsive and accommodating, providing 24/7 assistance to make sure any service issues were quickly addressed, which is amazing when you're stuck in another country with a different time zone and need help right away. But as always, I try my best to give you guys my honest opinion, and we all know there's no such thing as a perfect service. And that includes Saily eSim. For example, Saily is data only, so if you're someone who still makes regular phone calls or sends SMS texts, you'll want to use messaging apps like WhatsApp, Telegram, or FaceTime instead. Most people use this already to communicate day to day, so in my opinion, it's really not a big deal, but something to know about. Another thing is the need for a compatibility check. Before you use Saily's eSim service, you need to make sure that your device supports eSim technology. Most newer phones do, but it's an extra step that I think you should take just in case. This might be slightly inconvenient, but remember, this is common across all eSim apps, not just Saily. Anyway, wrapping it all up, if you're looking for a flexible, easy-to-use eSIM while traveling, and you want to avoid high roaming fees or the hassle of swapping physical SIMs, I'd say Saily is definitely worth checking out. And again, if you're interested in trying out Saily, you can use the code GVUTech at checkout when downloading the Saily app or visiting their website to get an extra discount. Hopefully this guide helped you get a better sense of how to choose the right eSIM app for travel. If it did, a thumbs up is always appreciated. And of course, if you've got any questions or suggestions, feel free to leave those down in the comment section down below, and I'll try to get to as many as I can. Otherwise, safe travels, and I'll see you in the next video.